Lindsey may or may not be winking at you this morning during Sidebar stories.
Okay, so I think I have a hair now. So I keep doing this. I'm not a good winker anyway, so this is about the equivalent of me trying to wink to you, like if I was at a bar, for example, in my 20s. That is a little bit of a sidebar to my life, but let's get to the real sidebar conversations because this all happened in Pyeongchang, everybody. Okay. Do you guys remember at the opening ceremony, there were those two impersonators that were making the rounds that ended up getting escorted out? You know what I'm talking about? Let's bring out the picture. The impersonators of Kim Jong-Un and Donald Trump.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
True.
I thought we were done with them. Oh, no. Kim Jong-Un showed up last night at the women's hockey game. It was Korea versus Japan. And tried to greet the North Korean cheering squad.
Wow.
Well, that didn't go over so well. Can you imagine? Yeah, he got escorted out. Originally, I should say he got escorted out. What happened was the North Korean security detail, they ended up surrounding him and were trying to like push him out of the way. The women in the cheering squad, they weren't too impressed. And then the South Korean security detail ended up surrounding him for his own protection. So, and he was arguing, he said, you know, I have every right to be here. I have a ticket for the event. This is how I'm dressed. He's an Australian guy, by the way.
But the North Korean cheering squad has a very specific routine, and I'm not sure that they knew how to incorporate him into their routine.
Like, I'm just looking at the faces. If we can go back to that picture,
One woman looks terrified.
Yeah, I think
Bottom
for so
left.
many different reasons, right? Anyway, so this guy continues. And to be honest, I mean, if I were him, I'd be very concerned about
Safety.
repercussions and my safety.
Yes, that's exactly what I was about
I know.
to say. He needs to get his own security detail.
He does need to get a security
The
detail.
real Un ain't a nice guy.
The real Una, yeah. Okay, so let's switch gears entirely. You know how we were talking about, this is really like I gotta like turn around and sit down again. Okay, so you know how we were talking about condoms at the Olympics? And how this is the most they've ever been made available to the athletes.
Gold medal year for condoms.
That's right, 110,000 available. And we break that down, there's nearly 3,000 athletes. That's like 37 condoms per athlete. Just throwing that out there. Well, apparently Tinder has seen a huge uptick in users. So listen to this, I gotta say this correctly. There has been an increase of 1,850% in people changing their location to South Korea.
Wow.
That's one thing. And as we have learned, you swipe right for a match. There has been a 600% increase in matches since the Winter Games have started. And if you're wondering what I shouldn't say teams, but what countries seem to be dominating the switch to the South Korea location, number 1, Americans. Number 2, Sweden. 3, UK. And 4, Canada.
Wow. Listen, there's
So we didn't make it on the podium.
They're scoring in other ways. And I think if you're under that much stress as an athlete, I think if your event is over, it's like, hey, let's have some fun.
And what if your event is not yet happened? What do you do to pass the time? Well, Fabian Bosch has come up with some really interesting ways to pass the time. Let's take a look. His event's on Sunday. He's a slopestyle skier. So he's just having fun. Here he goes. He is from Switzerland, by the way. I just think if I'm his coach, I'm like, can you just calm down?
But if you watch him on Instagram, he does this parkour thing.
Yeah.
And so, like, this is what he's known for. So to
man.
you and me, this is, like, life-threatening.
I know.
To him, it's just another day, in his life.
All I see, though, is like one slip and then you break an ankle and then you can't compete.
I know, but the stuff that he does, you're absolutely right. I mean, even his event is super intense, obviously.
Yes.
I think we've got another video that we could show of another example of what he's doing to pass the time.
For the record, we do not believe he has any bobsleigh in his event roster.
Oh, this is downhill.
Oh, gosh! Where are they going?
You know what's
Oh,
funny?
youth, right? Youth, you're unbreakable.
What's so fun about these Olympics is how much the athletes are participating and showing stuff like this, how much fun they're having in their downtime. It's been really great to watch the sidebar stories of the Olympics.
That's true.
But
That's why we have a
what if you're an athlete that you're not even expected to medal?
good question.
I mean, I'd go and have a great time, guys.
Yeah,
Want to
that's
go?
true. Yes, I would love to go see an Olympics firsthand just to get the atmosphere. That's why it is fun to see, you know, all the personal accounts of people's experiences there. It's pretty fun.
I would imagine. What an experience, though, of a lifetime.